When it comes to creating content, there is what you would like to see as the perfect scenario. Then there's also the times that's not the perfect scenario. And you could probably say right now is not the perfect scenario. But that's the whole point of me making this video right now. I'm actually in between dropping my kids off at different places that they have activities, and Wednesdays always end up being a crazy day. But the reason I wanted to shoot this video is because I've made a promise to myself that I will do a YouTube video every single week. And this is my message for you if you're struggling to make content, if you're not sure on how to attract people. Just remember this: if you don't show up, it doesn't matter how well you plan things, how well you structure your weeks, how well you plan the content that you don't do, because you're not actually showing up. But if you constantly show up, you get the reps in, people will start to buy into you. Because, and this is why I have recently started a YouTube channel, simply because I know that you need to see more of people to buy into them. It's the same as buying an Apple phone, right? You research it, you go back and forth, you look at all the different videos, you YouTube it, and if you're anything like me, that's what I do with everything I buy anyway. And what I'm doing over that period without realizing, but obviously realizing because I know, is I'm buying into that product more. I'm figuring out how it'll fit in my life. I'm most likely talking myself into all the reasons why I need it. And that's what happens. And that's how I guess we get hooked into buying all the different tech. I recently bought the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I've probably used them 3 or 4 times, but that's besides the point. I read about those, I watched videos about those, I looked at everything I possibly could to understand what they do before I bought them. And this is how content works. So look at it like this: short form on your platforms are like TikTok. I don't use TikTok, I don't like it personally. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. These are the shorts. These are the short form content. These are the areas where you can grab people's attention and start the journey with the person. If they like your content, if they find you interesting, if they are into the thing that you're talking about, i.e. the problem that you're fixing, that you're helping them fix, then you're gonna hook them in. If you shit, then you're not gonna hook them in, and the journey won't start. Now there's ads that you can pay to get in front of more people, but if your organic content is shit at the start, then let's be honest, you can pay as much as you want, you're just gonna be fighting against all the guys that have got more money than you, and it's just how big is your dick scenario. But if you look at the short form content and get this nailed down, talking to one person, talking about one outcome, and guiding them into the next thing, the next video that you post, commenting a word, or even just interacting in general, or telling them to go to the link in your bio to download a lead magnet or join your email list, whatever it may be, then you're starting the journey. But when it comes to the rule of 7-11-4, which is a stat by Google, this is what they say is the amount of time that somebody needs to watch you before buying from you. So if you look at the 7 hours, it's 7 hours, 11 touch points across 4 different platforms. 7 hours worth of short form content is a fucking lot of content. It takes longer for somebody to buy into you. It takes longer for you to warm them up and attract them into your business. So therefore, that's why long form content is better in the respect of converting people. And that is why I have now built it into my business that I've done for the last 8 months, part of the growth engine, where I talk about the power video. And the power video is all about how we attract people into our next stage in the business. So what I teach is we attract people into the short form. We then guide them towards something that is community based, like your email, or a school community like what I run. If you haven't yet got in there, click the link in the description. You can get yourself in there, where there's free tools in there for online coaches to learn how to hit 10K months. But then I'll take them to long form videos. And the whole idea is that they go to YouTube or they do it within the platform of Skool. And over time, people are buying into you. And that's the whole idea of it. They're buying into you. They are learning more about you. They're warming to you. And it's just a matter of time before people then want to buy. And let's be honest, if they don't buy, then they're not a good fit for you. And that's the whole idea of it. And that's why, you know, YouTube is one of those things that once you start it and understand the philosophy behind it and the understanding of why you would do YouTube, you then realize that you're making money without even doing anything extra. Those videos are on there forever, for as long as you're on YouTube, unless you get banned. But they are going to be warming people up over time. So that is the reason why I'm sticking to doing one video per week minimum. If I'm honest, I've only ever done 2 videos once or maybe twice, but that was because I was doing a series of videos. And if you haven't yet seen my series of videos, then on my YouTube channel, look at the series. There's a 6 mini series where I walk you through exactly how to build the model to hit 10K months within your online coaching business. But it's as simple as creating content to attract people in, to get them to the next stage of warming them up. So you are then able to convert people to buy without having to get them on a call. Now, that's not me saying that I don't do sales calls or I'm against sales calls. There's a lot of coaches, mentors that will say you don't need to do sales calls, or they say sales calls are a waste of time. I actually disagree, because look, if you need to make a sale and you need to get on a call, then you do what you need to do. But the whole idea is we're pre-selling people, where they're warming up on their own in their time, and they will then be ready to buy from us. And the next question they have really got is, where do I sign? Where do I sign up? What do I do next? And that's the whole idea of the growth engine. If you haven't learned the growth engine, the flywheel effect, then go to the mini series where I break everything down. I've broke everything down in a way where you can literally plug it into your business. And I did this simply because I want to show how simple it actually is and enable you to build your business throughout that process and that system without having to outsource and build a big team. I've been there, I've done that. It was stressful. I was paying wages. I was feeling like I had a job and I hated my position. And it was crazy to think that I'm self-employed, yet I hated my job. It was mad. And this is why now I want to show online coaches that you don't have to do that. All these mentors that are saying that you need a big team, that you need that you need setters, this, that, and the other. I've got me and my media guy, and that is literally it. And that's all you need. So look, the system is simple. You need to show up constantly. If you are not putting one piece of content out on your Instagram or your Facebook, whatever you're using as your short form area per day, then you're missing a trick. You need to get to that consistency rather than trying to perfect what goes out and getting, crazy, highly edited videos. Just get raw footage, get raw content, get raw and directive stuff that you are clearly speaking to one person about one outcome or about one problem heading into one outcome that you are guiding people into. And if you're talking clearly like this, and you're doing it daily, that is the foundation of everything. You can then make things, let's say perfect, but it's not going to be perfect later on down the line. So I wanted to shoot this video whilst I was doing this right now, short and sharp, to the point, and probably the most raw video I've ever done on YouTube, simply because I wanted to prove that point of, look, get stuff out. And if you're watching this right now, then you clearly got, value from this, which is amazing, and I appreciate it as well. So go to the link in the bio, in the description, sorry, if you haven't already, joined my school, and get yourself in there. There's tons of free stuff that you can do step by step and build your business before you even think about hiring a mentor, me or anybody else or anything like that. So look, it's a wrap, and I'll speak to you soon.